Muslim. Here we go. I'm asking you. I want to learn from you. What the word Allah mean?
The Creator.
No, they don't know what. Nobody knows what it means. Nobody knows what it means. They don't know what it means because simply this is a name they stole from other belief.
So what Allah words mean?
It's a name taken from other religions, which is the name of the moon god. What does it mean? I don't know. I asked a guy who is a doctor from the Azhar University. His name is Dr. Rohi. He said, we do not even know who is the first one who used that name. We don't know. And you can watch my debate with him. He do not know who is the first one who used that name. So this is not a name. This is not the name of God. This is a name you copy, and it was spread in the Middle East and in Europe. That La is the moon god. You know, there was the sun god and the moon god. They are in competition. This is why Muhammad, he hate the sun god. This is why Muhammad, he forbid Muslims to pray when the sun rise. Why? Because this is the sun god. Those are people of the desert. They hate the sun. For the sun is harmful. It make them die. It kill their animals. It take their grass, which is the food of the animals. So the sun god is not beloved by the Muslims by Muhammad and his people in Arabia, because they are people who live in the desert. But if you go to Europe, they used to worship the sun. Why? Because it's cold. So the sun bring warm, bring grass. Is the opposite. The sun in the Middle East, it killed the grass. It destroyed the prosper of a human being. The sun in Europe, in cold area, it bring grass, bring food, bring wealth, for it make them warm. So because of the location, some of the people worship the sun, some of the people worship the moon. And usually those who worship the moon, they are people who live in the desert, for they don't have a good experience with the sun. Your prophet said that don't pray when after the sun rise, for this is like the morning prayer, for the sun rise from between the horn of the devil. Do you believe in that? That the sun rise from between the two horns of the devil?
No.
Okay. Well, so why Muhammad is saying that?
Maybe it has another meaning or something.
What does it mean? Well, you tell me the meaning.
No.
Yeah. He says, don't pray. And not only that, he says even the head of Kufr, the head of Satan, come from between the two horns of the sun. The prophet stood up beside a pulpit, and he pointed his finger toward the east, and he said, affliction are there, affliction are there. From there the side of the head of Satan come out, from the side of the sun. Do you see it?
I see it.
Why Muhammad is anti-sun? What is the problem? I thought God, he created the sun for us. Why he is anti-sun? What the problem with the sun? Why the sun became suddenly a problem for Muhammad? Because simply his people, they are people who worship moon. You know, somebody might say to me, there's a verse in the Quran saying, don't pray for the sun, don't pray for the moon. But the moon god is not the moon. The moon god is the one who is in charge of the moon, and the sun god is the one who is in charge of the sun.
Yeah.